Hi, welcome to your Tarot Pick a Card reading. So happy to have you here. Before we jump into your reading, here's a short promo from our sponsor, Ulivari. Hey crew, welcome to the Spiritual Social. I'm Lexi, your local lightworker. I'm very happy to have you here with me today for another Tarot Pick a Card reading on the topic of how will you achieve success in this lifetime. I have here for you a choice of 3 different objects. So for group 1, I thought I would give you a choice of a golden lipstick, if you feel drawn towards it. For group 2, we have this beautiful lavender scrunchie. And for group 3, we have this Hecate candle, smelling of sea salt and driftwood. So this reading is meant to help give you a blueprint, some core themes of how you will achieve success in this lifetime, and whether this success will be primarily professional, emotional, will it be in some way spiritual? Let's figure things out. Behind each of these objects, I have your tarot and oracle cards. I pre-shuffled them so we can jump straight into the reading. And if you're curious about the decks that I'm using, they're always linked in my description box below. And I would strongly recommend that you click on the links and maybe see whether you would feel like purchasing one of those decks, because in this way, I also earn a very small affiliate commission because I am an Amazon influencer. Okay, thank you so much for that. Thank you as well for maybe if you're part of my Patreon crew, if you're a member, and even if you're not, just for being here, part of my general subscribers group, and also for being just your lovely selves, for commenting, sharing, liking these videos. I want to remind you guys that throughout the entire month of November, I'm having a sale for my personal readings. For returning subscribers and clients, I have a 20% discount. And for new clients, I have a 15% discount. Also, November is a really magical month. I always associate it with charitable acts, with the commemoration of those that are no longer among us. And I'm going to use the monetization funds that I get from any of the videos published on my channel throughout the entire month of November to donate them for one of the charities that is doing on-the-ground work in conflict areas, such as in Palestine and in Ukraine. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for sharing it with your friends and family, and for actively contributing to this fundraiser. All this being said, I'm not going to keep you waiting too long. I'm also incredibly awkward when I have to advertise myself, but hey, you know, this is my business and I have to keep doing it. So thank you so much for accepting that. Thank you for being part of my soul family. Thank you for enjoying my clips and for being your lovely selves. Now, all this being said, let's jump straight into your reading. Hey group 1, welcome to a Tarot Pick a Card reading on the topic of how will you achieve success in this lifetime. This is for those of you that were drawn to this golden lipstick. So let's see the cards that you were dealt. We have here Earth Magic, Fearlessness, Removing Obstacles, and the number is number 26, could be significant. We have the Wheel of Fortune, so Jupiter's energy. We have the Octopus, water sign energy. We have the Outsider, Aquarius. And we also have number 17, Regeneration, Tarragon, And you can see the glyph of the sign of Aries. You may have a combination of Aquarius, Aries, and maybe you could be also a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio in your birth chart. You may have a Jupiter in Aries, and I feel that very strongly. This card describes the energy that we see reflected here. You are going to have a couple of deaths and rebirths throughout your lifetime. You may be faced with needing to build up a business from the ground up, and then it may crash and burn, and you're going to move on to the next thing. You may believe that you have found your soulmate, you could get married, have children, but then you would separate or divorce and start all over again. Now, these things will happen in your life to help you understand how you shouldn't get so attached to material things. I feel that you are going to have these moments when you are going to feel really inspired to pursue something, and you're going to feel like whatever you've been doing, you can no longer put your heart in it. You will want to build something new. And as you have this vision of something new that you want to create, whatever you have created in the past will begin to crumble. You may go through a couple of transformative energies in your life that for other people from the outside looking in may think, oh my goodness, how could you actually do this? I mean, I wouldn't have survived that, or I wouldn't have gone through this breakup, or I couldn't actually have gone bankrupt and then started another business from the scratch up. But you have this shamanic ability of withstanding whatever challenge and obstacle, and you have no problems beginning again with a lot of vitality and energy. I feel that throughout your life, you will need to actually create these moments of chaos and not necessarily conflict, but you will feel this inner dissatisfaction that's going to attract with it a lot of new opportunities towards you. I feel like you are going to get a presentiment when these periods are going to follow one after the other. It will begin first with a feeling of low vitality and lethargy, a feeling of being bored, a feeling of kind of understanding reality as being same old, and then all of a sudden you're going to start manifesting a new path. So don't get too attached to the profession you have at the moment. Don't get too attached to the people in your life at the moment. Love them, be there for them, do your best in your job, but also be ready to change it. Because I feel like you are a person that just brings out of herself or himself worlds upon worlds. You are like a brave pioneer into the unknown. You have to go where no person has gone before. And how do you do this? With the force of your vision. It's like you could, for example, create and work very intensely at building a specific identity for yourself. And as soon as you have completed the process, it's like you're left wondering, so what now? What am I going to do now? You need to pour all of your energy and life force constantly into new beginnings. You are like a generator of new beginnings, and you have spades, tons of courage and fearlessness. And you may not even be aware of the fact that as you are heavily engaged in these weird energies that come all over you, like, why am I so dissatisfied with what I've created? Why can I not enjoy the things, the fruits of my labor, now that my labor is finished? Well, you will enjoy them for a short period of time, and then dissatisfaction is going to push you into creating a new path for yourself. And this is because you serve as a phenomenal role model for other people around you. You will achieve success throughout your life by being the odd one out, by being that misunderstood genius, that person that constantly keeps reinventing herself or himself and has this tireless energy. You are going to move homes and start a new relationship and get married even in your 80s. This is an energy you were born with, and this is the energy you will generate continuously throughout your life. I feel that you could be a millennial, the so-called Pluto and Scorpio generation. I really hate the term millennial. It has no point, with the Pluto and Scorpio generation, I like to call them the Transformers because I feel that they fit so much better. This term fits so much better. And as you guys know, in the media, it is assumed that millennials change professions like once every 2 years, and they go through at least 5 different career paths in their lifetime. Millennials are these kind of people that constantly are seeking these thrills of intimacy and desires, and they're never satisfied in their personal connections. So they begin a relationship, they give it their all, they end it, and they move on to the next one, and so on and so on, and they generate a lot of offspring. Either that, or they go to the other extreme. They completely sworn off any kind of intimacy, any kind of coupling, and they just have these episodic brief love affairs. I feel like you're going to be the all-in kind of person. Whatever you're doing, you're going to do it 120%. You're going to give it your all, mind, body, and soul. But then as soon as what you were working towards gets completed, you go on and you build the next cathedral. And I don't know, I'm saying cathedral because you're in a competition with yourself in this lifetime. I don't think that you are chasing necessarily success in the traditional way. I actually think it's weird that you clicked on this reading, to be honest, because your idea of success is very unique compared to what other people think success should be in society. I don't think that you're chasing the latest Tesla car model, or to have an apartment in downtown Manhattan, or I don't know, to live like a Kardashian. No, I don't think that this is the energy with which you approach life. It's like you feel excitement at the prospect of doing something that is challenging. You set off this competition, you set off on this, achieving this high ambitious goal for yourself. It's like, can I do it? Let me see if I can do it. You pull all of your energy, you focus incredibly intensely, and you achieve it. And you often don't even know yourself how you have done it. But it's because you are able to concentrate all of your resources onto achieving that important thing that you set your mind to. And then as soon as that project is complete, as soon as a relationship is consumed, as soon as a house has been built, as soon as a career is no longer satisfying you, you're like, okay, on to the next one. And I feel like often for you, this is something quite commonplace. I feel like in the beginning, the first times when you were pushed into these transformations, you were quite scared, you were mortified. But this kept repeating in your life, and now you're getting the hang of it. The older you grow, the better you step into this role of, okay, I feel it. This is a change moment. Yep, I can feel it. I'm already getting bored. I'm already feeling how I'm destroying certain things in my life, how I'm self-sabotaging. Okay, I'm getting ready to give birth to something else. And you're giving birth to an environment. You're giving birth to circumstances. You are pulling in opportunities left and right. Because again, you align yourself very potently and you manifest things quickly. Like when you desire something and when you know clearly what you desire to create, boom, everything falls into place. And all you need to do is walk the path you have created with your desire. And I feel that it can be mortifying for a lot of people that look at how you are leading your life. They could be like, ooh, Jesus, no. Especially people who are more conformist, more traditional minded, people who enjoy hierarchies, people who like to fit in. They look at you and it's like you bring them night terrors. The way you live is like a daredevil, a maverick in their perspectives. So you could often clash with the establishment, with the status quo, with institutions, places of authority, people in positions of authority. Those that want to keep things as they used to be done since medieval times, they are not your friends. They are not the people that get you. However, I feel like you have a group of up-and-coming students, apprentices, acolytes, acquaintances that especially know you through your work, through your story of this is how I got there, or how can you transform your life like I did. And I think that you will be given many opportunities throughout your life to speak in public, to write, to publish. You will be interviewed by people. You will be granted a spotlight. And in that spotlight, you would do well to just talk about your experiences. Don't be afraid to talk about what you have gone through. Don't be afraid to admit some of the mistakes you have made, because that authenticity, that sense of this is who I am and I'm a bit of a mess, but at the same time, look at everything I'm creating, is going to make people love you so much. And it's going to be like shocker for them to see how you live your life and how you can create a whole world out of just a grain. You know, it's like life gives you a small lemon and you don't just make lemonade, you build an orchard and you use all of the lemons on a conveyor belt and you create your own lemon company and you sell all sorts of byproducts of lemon. It's like, that's the kind of vibration I'm seeing here. So never doubt yourself, never block yourself. If you feel discontent, try not to keep the status quo, try not to stay in something that is suffocating you, because it will lead to certain destructive behaviors that are going to make you feel like the world is crumbling on top of you, like you are buried in your own life, like you're the walking dead. But bravely launch into whatever you feel excited about. It's a life in which you will have a lot of success if you live it in a more selfish way. And you have to learn to let go of the guilt associated with you selfishly pursuing your inner fire. Now, when I'm saying desire, I don't necessarily mean sexual desire. That could be something. You may lust for somebody in your life, even though you're in a connection with another person. And again, that opportunity to transform will appear in your reality, and you're going to be like, well, I need to destroy my previous connection or end it in order to be with this other person that I desire. Go for it. Change. I know that you're going to be riddled with guilt. I know that you will have to sensitively take care of another person's emotions. You can do that. I also feel like you shouldn't be so worried about other people's emotions. People can take care of themselves. Your partner is supposed to be an adult. It's not just your fault because the relationship is crumbling most of the time. You have to develop this very strong, resilient energy of, you know, it's my life. I choose to live it as I want. I have a limited time here on earth. And if I feel this inner fire, this compulsion to go towards something or someone I want, I'm just going to go for it. This is what your soul is learning. And yeah, I think that it will be a very fascinating, not at all boring way towards a sense of personal success. But the problem here would be a lack of boundaries. So that would be your main issue, your main challenge. I would say that it's important for you to keep things orderly. Even if you transform from one career to another, from one relationship to another, try not to start things while you haven't ended them properly. So there's going to be quite a lot of heartache. There's going to be quite a lot of emotionally challenging moments throughout your life. But it's, how should I say, the shock of the transformation is lessened if you can be very open and crystal clear with the people in your life regarding what you want, rather than keeping things mum and being super silent and just beginning things in a secretive way and like playing people up against each other because you don't have the courage to say, actually, I'm tired of this job. Actually, I don't want to be in this marriage anymore. Actually, I want something else. That is your recipe for success. Sheer ludicrous honesty and coming clean every time and just saying, this is what I want. And that's the moment when your energy is going to start manifesting in a vortex. I feel this powerful plutonic energy of just transforming things from the root up, right? So it is a little bit of a roller coaster. Yeah, it's something quite intense, but at the same time, your honesty is going to remove obstacle. It's going to lessen the blow. Like if you come clean to your partner and you say, look, we've been together for 10 years, we have 2 children, but I want someone else, or I just want to be by myself. I don't think I can do this anymore. It will be less horrible than if you begin a relationship with another person that you want behind your partner's back, and then there's all the drama with cheating and jealousy and, you know, suffering. There will be so much pain and suffering. But avoid that by being clean. by being open, by being honest, even if it requires a lot of courage on your part. And you may need to get accustomed with rocking the boat a couple of times throughout your life, because your life is not meant to be lived in a cozy, calm, and peaceful way. You are not meant to kind of be in a state of bourgeois bliss where you spend your money on pleasures and you just acquire a lot of objects to leave to your family or your generation. I mean, I think you can do that. You will do that inevitably. But your life is meant to just create, to create new avenues, to pursue new things, to follow your heart, to lead by instinct, to just go and jump into something, even if it scares you, and do it, and then live to tell the tale. And a lot of people are going to look at you like, wow, teach me, master, after you have accomplished a couple of these feats, a couple of these, basically you're just jumping into the unknown without a parachute, and that is something that people will be shocked to see, but at the same time enthralled by your courage. So being inspired to do things that are outside of the box, even if that box oftentimes could make you think like, this is mad. But much like in Alice in Wonderland, right? We are all mad here. This madness, this risk-taking, this courage is going to paradoxically bring you closer to people, even as you think, what I'm about to do is going to push me further away from those I love. No, it's just going to replace your social circle with a fresh group of people that need to be inspired by you. You're a generator of ideas. You're a phenomenal manipulator of manifestation magic. And you should not contain this energy, because I see here that you will be given lucky opportunity upon lucky opportunity. The wheel of fortune will constantly be spinning in your life. Success is your destiny, but not the kind of success that you see advertised in the media. It's a kind of spiritual success in the way in which you are meant to liberate your soul in this lifetime from a lot of social norms and restrictions and codes of conduct and regulations that have been stifling your capacity to express yourself. In this lifetime, you have to risk to be a bit more blunt. In this lifetime, you have to be open and honest, even if it hurts the other person to hear what you're about to say. You have to take that risk. And as long as you say I affirmations and you don't blame other people and you take full responsibility for what you're about to do, you will see that the pain will be lessened. You will see that the situation will work itself out fine. You will be shocked actually to see that situations that you left behind you are growing in their own way. People that you may have separated from are happier with other individuals, while you are left to continue pursuing those things that you desire. So by being honest with yourself, you help liberate other people around you. Guilt has no place in this lifetime for you. You are meant to just try out new things, to create, to use your inner resources, your emotions especially, that fire that tells you this is not right. I need to do something to kind of bring myself back up to life, or I'm jumping in, I'm going to help, or I'm going to take this risk even if it means I may lose everything. Those critical moments are the moments that will unlock this energy of magic, luck, growth, and people upon people coming towards you. I feel that the older you will grow, the more braver you will become, the more popular you will be as well. In spite of the fact that when you are doing certain things that seem risky, you may feel like you're the outcast. You may feel like you're the outsider, the black sheep of the family. I'm pretty sure that your parents will not agree with what you're doing. I'm pretty sure that your childhood friends or the people in the community in which you grew up are no longer part of your life because they may have shunned you due to the decisions you have made. But you shouldn't allow this to guilt trip you into being commonplace. into sticking into some sort of predetermined role. You are not meant to fit into a box. You are redesigning the shape of the boxes other people will fit into. So that is a role with a lot of responsibility. That is a role that will challenge the limits of your ego. Oftentimes you could be humbled by circumstances to understand that while being a creator, it's not okay to play God completely. You are working in relation with a divine force. You're not substituting it. So that's a really important lesson that you will learn. But it's also important to start saying no, to be a bit more contrarian, to say, no, I have a different opinion. No, I don't want the same thing that you want. And especially the sense of rebellion, the sense of divine rebellion, is going to be created in relation with those people that you grew up with, your parents, your relatives, your community, which is, in your case, filled to the brim with karmic counterparts. And detaching from their ideas, detaching from their traditions, is going to place you in cold water oftentimes in your life. But it is exactly that sense of precarity that will activate your courage. Because when you have nothing to lose, when you feel like you have lost the support or encouragement of the people that you thought should be by your side, then there's nothing that you cannot achieve. It's like no strings attached anymore. And I feel that you're writing a really powerful story that will continue to inspire people long after you will leave this incarnation. So travel, have adventures, take risks. Don't be afraid to be honest and say, I no longer want this. This doesn't make me happy. I want something else. I'm going to go and see what's next, what else life has to offer. Yeah? This is the reading that I have for you, Group 1. I really hope you have enjoyed it. I thought it was a little bit deeper than I expected in an answer to the question that you're here for. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and also please take advantage of the sale I have this month. Make sure as well to watch this video completely or share it with friends and family so we can raise up the funds that I'm going to donate to charities. And yeah, until next time, take wonderful care of your beautiful heart. Ciao. Hey Group 2, welcome to a Tarot Pick a Card reading on the topic of how will you achieve success in this lifetime. So this is for those of you that were drawn to this Lavender Scrunchy. Let's see the cards that you were dealt. So we have here number 52 could be significant, the card of hidden knowledge, Akashic records, remembering. So there's a sense of silent understanding, the woman hiding behind the links. We have here Firefly energy. This is air energy. In combination with fire, we have the Chariot, Cancerian energy, victory. We have the Sensualist, Taurus energy. And we have longevity, Scorpio. And this is the Chrysanthemum. Your road towards success, it's going to be quite steady. And I feel like you are this kind of person that through careful, patient attention to detail, by dedicating yourself on a daily basis to a specific skill, you are going to acquire a wonderful level of mastery around the second half of your life, if not, let's say, the middle half, because we used to call the age of 50 or 60 the second half of the life, but I think it's more like the middle of life, seeing as people nowadays can live all the way up to 100. So I hope that you are going to have a long and really wonderfully healthy and wealthy life, because I see that you are going to enjoy success the more you age. You may have some prominent Taurus or Capricorn energies in your chart. I feel like you are from a young age, you are being raised in a specific vocation, which could be artistic for some of you. And the more you apply yourself, the more you try to learn, the more you focus on improving your skills, on getting training upon training, on maybe even teaching other people your skills, the better it will be, the more professional you will be seen as, the more you will be allowed entry into exclusive groups. I feel like you may be part of guilds or all sorts of like awards ceremonies in that specific niche in which you have chosen to find meaningful work. Work, I feel, is somehow destined in your life. As I said, either a parent of yours is passing on their own profession. For example, you could be raised in a family of musicians, so they taught you from a young age how to play an instrument, and as you grow older, you become more known than your own parents in playing that specific instrument. Or you were raised with a parent that either could be a doctor or a lawyer, an academic, maybe a researcher. So you're following along the family tradition, you're following along in the footsteps of other people. Or you may have been born with a very clear idea of what you want to do. So even as a child, you knew very clearly, this is what I am good at, this is what I would like to do, and your parents kind of pooled their resources to help you out. Some of you may have been born on a new moon, which makes your sun and moon placements in your natal chart combined. So you saw from an early age your mother and your father as this unit that is meant to help you not only survive and grow, but also fulfill your specific life goals, almost as if you were the family promise, or you were potentially either the only child or the eldest child, and a lot of responsibilities, but also this idea that you are meant to grow into somebody who is genius was instilled in your mind from a young age. So these are the two scenarios I see. Either somebody has been passing on an occupation which you will take and then make even more successful than the ones that your parents had. And I think it's not necessarily, it's also talent, but I also feel that it's mostly like, your parents' genes combined make something better, and that something better lives inside of you already. But I also feel that you will have better instruments, you will have your work can quickly reach the public because you live in an age where social media has such an exposure. So you have certain circumstances in your life that will facilitate you becoming an important individual in society, you being a person that somehow carries the family artistry skills, not only the name, but also the professional legacy forward. Yeah. I feel that predominantly your life will be focused on work, and I feel that you will reach the top. If you the only thing that you need to do is be consistent, be perseverant, stay determined, stay on track. Don't give up. Don't think that it's boring to do the same thing over and over again. I promise you, you will get so much better at it. If in the beginning you feel like you're stumbling a little bit with this occupation, the older you grow, the more experiences you're going to pull in that are going to feed into the realization of this professional goal. So I feel like you're a person that is destined to somehow become better than your ancestors. Or better said, it's kind of like your ancestors have pulled all their energy into you, and you are the person that is going to make the family name known, or at least bring it up into the public. You may not be known internationally. Maybe you may not reach the heights of, I don't know, Brad Pitt or George Clooney, just to name a couple of famous actors, or you may not become Yo-Yo Ma necessarily, right? But you will be known and awarded in the groups in which you will circulate. You will, if you follow, for example, a vocational school, you will reach your certificate, you will complete, you will be granted your degree. I feel that people will give you stipends and bursaries and financial support in order for you to continue doing your craft. Some of you are going to work as artists, as beauticians, as stylists, as interior decorators. any profession related to beauty. I also feel like some of you could even work as seamstresses. People that create patterns or clothing or tapestries or preserve ancient objects. You may work as a curator, for example. I feel that you will have these moments of enthusiasm, these moments, these opportunities where your work is going to be all of a sudden trendy, or it's like you're going to have these moments when you will explode in the social media because of a TikTok, or something of this nature. And I don't think it's something you plan. You will be just focused on your craft, and maybe somebody records a performance of yours or how you do something, and all of a sudden you become known. So you will have these moments where you'll be in the spotlight, but it won't be something continuous. The spotlight won't be so important because you will already make a really good living for yourself through the steady determination that you will have towards pursuing an occupation and getting better at it. Like each day, each season, each year, we're building, we're getting better, we're improving, we're streamlining, And I feel like you will become a specialist, around the age of 52, which is closest to a person's second Saturn return. That usually takes place between the ages of 55 and 57. This is a period in time that could make or break a person. Many people die around the second Saturn return. Others, on the contrary, establish a legacy. They become known for their lifetime's work. They become awarded. They reach the profession of a master, whereas in the past they were just constantly feeling like they were a student or an apprentice. And I feel like this is your case. So I feel like awards, some sort of victory, public victories, will be granted to you. You will achieve success in this lifetime, but you have to stay the course and you have to not give up. I see here with longevity that you will have a very long and fruitful life, but you may need to just find out how to balance pleasure and pragmatism with a desire to know things deeper. I see here Taurus and Scorpio energy very strong. How to make money out of your craft, but at the same time understand the spiritual side of your craft, that you need moments of rest, you need love in your life, you need other things in order to become better at your occupation. You can't just keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. There will be certain moments in your life where your patience and your determination will be tested by relationships, but eventually I feel like you'll be able to handle both. And I definitely feel that for you, because of your talent, because of what you are doing, you will end up becoming the main provider. Whether you are male or female, you will become the main provider, and your spouse is going to support your goals. Your spouse could have their moon conjunct your sun. Even if they're male and you are female, you will be the main provider, and your spouse could be the one that supports you emotionally from the shadow, supports you on your public kind of platform, in your public role. So there is also this energy of standing in your power, learning how to be an authority, learning how to not be threatened by others' successes, learning how to pass on the baton to the new generation, how to teach people, how to learn from them, how to create mentor and disciple connections, how to work at long-term business relationships, because these will become like your business collaborators, the people that you will meet through your work, through your vocational work, are going to become like your family members. It's going to be very difficult for you to separate them, because these are the people that you would see on a daily basis, and you create familiarity and trust, and then it's so much easier, to see them as people that are here for you, and thereby they become closest to you. I feel like throughout your life you will hear this inner voice. You will have a very strong connection to a guide, a spiritual guide inside of you. This inner voice will lead you towards the direction where you need to develop. And it would be wonderful if you could have and carve out throughout your day moments of stillness so you can better listen to this inner voice. Your existence is meant to be lived from the inside out. You could have some strong placements in the 4th house or in the 12th or the 8th house. These are houses that are very soft, silent, but they really are powerful. A lot of private hidden things happen in these houses, such as births, such as intimacy is created there, bed pleasures, healing, transformation, but also recovering from wounding, recovering from trauma and abuse, digging deep to the roots of an issue, and also learning how to let go of material things. So I feel like there will be interesting waves coming into your life, waves where you will have all eyes on you, and then moments when you will feel like the light has dimmed and you're blackened. You're back in the blackness, in the darkness. And I feel like following that, there will be a period of light again and coming out into the public. You could also be part of certain esoteric or occult groups, I feel. You may be invited to join such parties, such groups. I don't know exactly. I haven't been invited to join any of them, but I feel like you will be given the opportunity to be part of some secret societies, for example. And I do feel that in time, if you feel that you, at the beginning of your life, you don't have that much money or resources, in time, you will acquire them. And you will acquire so much that you will want to give back to other people who are struggling, especially those people, the new generations, the younger generations of apprentices that are trying to learn or get better at the same craft that you're doing. So follow your passion, don't give up on work, understand that there will be this cyclical energy, this wave-like energy in terms of how the public will react to your work and how they will detach from it. And it will have nothing to do with your sense of worth or skills or mastery. You keep doing what you're doing, because I see here that success will be something you will attain around the age of 50, maybe 60s. You will have a long life, so this is just the middle of your life. You shouldn't be worried about that. And success in your case will be professional. It has to do with either carrying on the skillful legacy of your family or knowing from a very small age what you want to do and just following that relentlessly without paying attention to naysayers or economic changes or other things like that. You're just going to pursue that dream until it becomes your everyday reality. This is the reading that I had for you, Group 2. I really hope you have enjoyed it. Make sure to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Share this video with family and friends, because I am donating all the funds I am making with it to charities who are working on the ground in conflict areas like Ukraine and Palestine. Also, take advantage of the sale that I have this month. Make sure that you go on my website. The second link takes you there. And if you want to purchase some personal services with me, I can give you a discount this month, 15% for new clients and 20% for returning clients. Thank you so much for your presence. I hope you have enjoyed this, and see you next time. Ciao. Hey Group 3, welcome to your reading. We are going to be answering the question, how will you achieve success in this lifetime? So this is for those of you that were drawn to this Hecate candle. Okay, now let's see the cards that you were dealt. You actually had slightly more cards than the other two groups, so that should be interesting. Let's see. We have here courage, strength, and fierceness. Family as well, Leo energy, and the number 2 could be really important. Okay. Oh, we have the deer. This is earth sign energy. We have the lizard, fire sign energy. We have the warrior. We have hope, the narcissus, and we have here the daffodil. Narcissus is how we call them in Romania. And we have here Taurus energy. We have Scorpio energy, basil, and trust. And we also have the lovers. I could feel it with the first card, but this card is confirming primarily you will achieve success in this lifetime through a powerful alliance with the person you love. I feel that you are meant to become a homebody, a really powerful, strong mother figure or father figure, depending on your gender, yeah? But I'm seeing here very strong feminine energies. The deer is the quintessential soft-spoken, accepting, unconditionally loving mother. It represents this energy of nurturing, of sensitivity, of tenderness, yeah. And we see here the lion, the fierce protector of the family, a family-oriented individual. So I see without a doubt that the kind of success you will have in this lifetime will mostly happen behind closed doors. This will be the accomplishment of a family. You being able to become a parent, you being able to lead the family, to raise the children, to love those around you. And I also feel like just meeting a soulmate of yours and having a life created around your relationship will be your greatest accomplishment. I feel like you may have an occupation and you may need to sacrifice it in order to become a parent, and you're going to do it at the blink of an eye, like you're not going to care so much, as long as you have some sort of resources so that you guys as a unit can be materially provided for. I feel like you're going to be very okay with that. You may take up a certain craft related to your children, and you may be known because of them. You may have the moon conjunct the midheaven, which means that your children are going to amp up your chances of becoming known, publicly acknowledged, and successful in this lifetime. So it's a little bit of a different story than what society may tell you, that you have to sacrifice work in order to be a stay-at-home mother and that's it, people will forget about you. On the contrary, you are actually going to become a full-time parent, or at least that's going to be your priority. And through your children, through your family life, through your domestic work, you are going to be elevated. You will be known by being the mother to your children, or your children will be in some way talented or very cute, and people will really kind of give you a larger following on social media because of that. Or you may decide to create a business related to being a mother and taking care of your children, to maybe selling nappies, like Jessica Alba's company, The Honest Company, which was created due to the fact that she became a mother as well. So all sorts of these aspects related to mothering, nurturing, domesticity, care, and caregiving, these are the things that are going to make you successful in this lifetime on a personal level, but also publicly in the way you come across in your relations to other people. So becoming a parent and being a caregiver is not a weakness. It's not something you should be afraid of, but you should see it as your professional promotion, if you want to call it like that. So it will be something you will love to do, because I feel like you really want to dive deep into a personal connection. You want to give it your all. You are not afraid to shed your skin and transform. But at the same time, I feel like you're also going to have a very strong public image. Like, people are just going to see you as this fierce mama, like tiger mom. And I see here that you're going to have this very loving, very positive public image, yeah? People will see you how dedicated and devoted you are to taking care of your spouse and to taking care of the children that you guys have created. There will be this atmosphere of fun and kind of like maybe even making fun of each other on social media, and people are really going to love that kind of light-hearted vibe you guys will portray as a family unit. I also see that there will be a lot of optimism. You will inspire people to settle down and have their own families as well. And since your reading began, my cat Soul has burrowed into my back, and she's giving herself a shower right now. She's cleaning herself. But I feel this warmth, I feel this supportive energy by having her nestled next to me. So you will achieve success in this lifetime, primarily on an emotional level, in the private sphere, and then this will take you to new heights publicly. Also, I feel like the success is going to come about by you merging your energy with somebody else. You may have some strong 12th house placements. You may have some Pisces or Cancer or Scorpio placements in your chart. Or you are just an individual that has these kind of fire, earth, and water energies very well balanced. To a certain extent, I feel some people would call you a traditionalist, a little bit of a conformist. I don't see so much air energy, except here I see Gemini with the Lovers. But overall, I would say that fire sign energies are very prominent in your reading. So we have the Warrior, which is Aries, and we have Leo energy strongly represented here. And the Lizard is also a fire sign, and we have the Deer, an earth sign. So I feel that these placements in combination make you a really entertaining and really fun parent, a person that really enjoys being at home and doing homely things, a person that actually doesn't find the idea of being a domestic goddess or barefoot in the kitchen pregnant. These ideas to you don't seem insulting. They feel like the dream come true. I feel like most of your life you may have prepared towards your wedding. You may have had sketches with how your children would look like or how your home would look like. You're going to pour a lot of your energy, and especially heart energy, in the creation of a place that feels like home for your family, and making sure that everybody is well fed and is stimulated. I feel like you're going to put a lot of effort into educating your children. You're really going to enjoy playing with them as well. And it may be that part of this process, this fun, entertaining process of educating them, spending time with them, playing with them, you are somehow going to broadcast it as well. Maybe you'll have your own YouTube channel or an Instagram account, a TikTok account, where you share the funny side of parenting, and people are going to love that. That's how you will be known, as the mother of, or the spouse of, or the parent of. And I feel that this is something that really will bring you a lot of satisfaction. So contrary to what maybe you may hear in the media, that you cannot just find fulfillment in the domestic area of life, for you it's exactly the opposite. It's like, yes, I embrace it, bring it to me. I also see here the Taurus and Scorpio axis, so maybe you have something of South Node in Scorpio, North Node in Taurus, or vice versa. In your chart, there is this energy of really striving to combine emotional wealth with material stability and finding a way to balance the two sides. But all in all, I feel like your reading, unfortunately, is a little bit smaller because it's more direct. I see this very clearly here, that you will attain success in this lifetime by partnering up, by falling in love with somebody and starting a family. This is the main way in which you will feel emotionally fulfilled, but also you will get this important level up in your public image. So if you're single, if you are no longer coupled with somebody and you're struggling and you don't understand why can't you achieve success, why can't you feel happy with what you're doing, it's because you need to open up your heart to love, and you need to give relationships a chance. Because I feel that once you become a parent, you will truly come into your own. You will have this upsurge in confidence, and contrary to what you might hear from other people, family life is not going to bring you down. It won't be a hassle. It won't be something hard that will feel like a noose has been tied around your neck. On the contrary, it will liberate you, and it will give you something to fight for, something to get out of bed and kick the sheets off of you. It's like, yes, I'm here for my children. Let's make breakfast. Let's get everybody ready for kindergarten and school and work. And I feel you're going to really enjoy that. So I feel that maybe you were brought up in certain negative circumstances, but with these cards, it's like you're going to grow from strength to strength because you have hope, trust, and the warrior energy. And you see the greens and the yellows. It's such a vibrant, heart-based energy. Like you're combining Anahata, the heart chakra, with Manipura, the solar plexus chakra. And it's this energy of confidence and exuberance, and I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I'm here and I'm present and I'm loving and I'm loved, and it just feels really good, like you're at the center of your life. So maybe some of you have the sun conjunct your ascendant, or the sun in the 4th house, which means that a lot of your family's activities, traditions, and basically concerns are going to revolve around you. You're going to be the warm center, the core of the family you'll be creating. This is the reading that I have for you. It's so beautiful. I really hope that this will come true for you. Sounds like a dream. So thank you so much for listening. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and share it with friends and family. The funds that I will be getting from this video, somebody just kind of pushed the door, but anyway, the funds that I'll be getting from this video I will donate to a charity that does underground work in conflict areas like Ukraine and Palestine. This month I also have a sale, so make sure to click the second link in the description box if you want to book a personal service with me. I am open for those, and I can give you a 50% discount if you're a new client, or a 20% discount if you're a returning client. Thank you so much for your love. I hope you're enjoying these videos, and yeah, thank you for being here. See you next time. Ciao. Cue the outro. If you have been enjoying what I am wearing in this reading, it's called the White Lotus Kimono Robe, and it is from Ulivari. Click the link right underneath my video in order to purchase one for yourself. It is supremely soft, and you guys know I wear these beautiful kimono robes in my readings all the time, and I couldn't have asked for a better sponsor for this reading. So thank you so much, and I hope that you will enjoy your purchase with Ulivari. Ciao!